The redcoats are coming. The redcoats came a long time ago. The demon rats are coming. The demon rats are coming. How's everybody doing out there? Alrighty. Yes. Yep. I actually finally had my dinner. I had a small quesadilla. Alrighty. Before we get going on this here, I want to say hello to everybody. I also want to clear up, get the other stuff here ready to roll here on the other side here. There we go. Ready to roll on that. All right. Let's see who all in here tonight. We have a lot of people in here, it looks like. All right. Evil Twin started giving us the countdown. Wendy at Hardneck Farms came in, and Courtney was saying hi to everybody, and now here she is. Belton in, Tibor, Barry at Storms, Radios and Cats, Gear Grinding 19's in the house, and everybody's chit-chatting. Pastor McGuady came in, and I froze. Garden State Gardener's in the house. Green Granny is here. And it just jumped on me. Okay. Oslander Info's here. Hey, how's it going? Don, WD Glock and Rolls in the house. Hey. Mrs. Cosmic Cultivators is here. Hey, Gina. And let me scroll back up because it jumped on me there when I got down near the bottom. I can show you. Oh, Carol's here. She made it. Yay. And all right, yeah, so I think I caught everybody. All right, and if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Hey, how you doing? Great to have you here. All right, so I'm going to start it off like I normally do. I'm going to go over the news from California. Get ready to laugh and cry at the same time. All right, going back to, let's see. So let me check times. Okay, so going back to news here, I got from California, goes back to Saturday. They were bracing for triple digits, and they had some, as my cousin would say, hellacious triple digits over Labor Day weekend. And including today was 107 in Martinez. And to understand Martinez sits on the delta from the Sacramento River before it flows into the bay. So it's got water. I mean, it's got water, it's got breezes. And they had 107 there. California is burning. I got a bunch of here. It seems every day they're adding 2 more fires to it. So on the 4th they had 2 fires burning with low containment. Also on the 4th, the East Bay Trail system was closed so that nobody could hike on it because they didn't want anybody up there smoking.
Nice.
And so they closed all the East Bay Trail systems. That's East Bay Regional Parks, National Park Service, State of California Forestry. They shut them all down. Boom. Good thing too, because they got rather insane there. Then they had more fires start up on the 5th as temperatures soared. They got up. Actually, they got up to 112 in the San Francisco Bay Area. And then power outages. Yes, they were bracing for power outages as the heat wave worsens. And of course, they want everybody to drive electric cars. But you can't charge them because they're on flex alerts and stuff.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah. Gavin Newsom, pull your head out of your behind. Because what you're doing makes no sense at all. Here's one I didn't know this. For the last 40, 50 years, I didn't know this. San Francisco ranks as one of the rudest cities. Yeah, San Francisco is one of the rudest cities because you go walking down some of the areas and you got the homeless people crapping right there on the sidewalk and flipping you off when you give them a dirty look for crapping on the sidewalk.
I've always wanted to see somebody crap on the sidewalk.
Oh yeah, it's just and they go and they do that in some of the tourist areas too. And okay, let's see, September 6th, East Bay, Temps, the area. You got the San Francisco Bay Area. You got Oakland there on the east side and Fremont. They got the East Bay Hills on the other side. Is called the East Bay areas we're talking about. Temps could hit 120 as heat wave bakes regions. Walnut Creek conquered. Big cities hit 120 on the 6th. 4 dead, dozens of fires now burning. Power outage rage in record California heat wave. People, get involved with your local, county, and state politics and everything. Make your voice heard. Make sure they don't mandate electric cars. Make sure they don't cut back on hydroelectric plants. Make sure they add more hydroelectric plants because, hey, there's no coal. There's no carbon dioxide being put off. Hydroelectric is totally green. That way you don't have to worry about rolling blackouts. Let's see. Late evening of the 6th, California rolling blackouts coming as Energy Man peaks. Yeah. More fires breaking out in the East Bay and Contra Costa County there with my wife. Of course, they had to throw this one. But this one here, this news article, I did not see it in any mainstream media news. Even the local affiliates in California there didn't report it. Bay Area double homicide. Deputy sheriff sought. So they're looking for a deputy sheriff that worked for Alameda County, and he killed 2 people on the what day was this? On Wednesday, yesterday. I'm going to share the picture here, and you tell me why they're not screaming and yelling about this cop killing 2 people. Really? Now, if that had been a Caucasian officer, they'd been screaming it all over the place, screaming for blood. Yeah. All right. Left-wing media. Let's see. Yeah. Then today they posted rolling blackouts in Northern California. See whether your home is impacted. Gee, the lights are on in my house, so I'm not impacted right now. Some of these headlines are just really stupid. Now, this is one here that I haven't had a chance to read it. It just came in a little while ago. Headline is 3,077 California Oath Keepers membership info leaked on roster. The group recruited California elected officials, responders, and more community figures to participate in the. They're going back on this and claiming they for the January 6, 2021 insurrection. There was no insurrection. So yeah. Anyways, someone got hold of the membership of the Oath Keepers, which is basically law enforcement and politicians that want to follow the Constitution.
Yeah.
And they say, "Oh, these are Oath Keepers. You got to be wary of them." Yeah. Yeah, it's a military and extremist groups. Yeah. No, and they were not prominently there at the attack on the Capitol. That was Antifa that was attacking the Capitol, dressed up as, and they had photographs of these guys at all the other Antifa things. It's the same guys. Tibor, let's see. 18 killed in Canada by 2 brothers using knives. And I bet they were kitchen knives, too. Democrat in Nevada stabbed a reporter. Really? And did you hear? Where did you hear that? Because I didn't hear that on any mainstream media. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah. Part of Kentucky's power comes from hydroelectric plants. A major portion of California used to come from hydroelectric. They had a whole bunch of these small mini plants that had like three little generators on it. You know, the dam was about 10 feet tall, and that was it. up and down all the rivers and stuff. They had the fish ladders. I know I've said this before, and the fish were thriving. A group of insane tree huggers said, "Oh, tear them all out." They tore them all out. The fish population has dropped. The environment around the rivers now is suffering, and yeah, idiots. Let's see any other stuff there. Okay, catch back up here. All right. And Carol has a good point here. It's not good if the elitists control food and water. The new Queen Charles was vested in food control. I mean, investments years ago before people knew about this. Yeah. All right. So yes, the Queen passed away. So I guess I'm not sure which ones. I haven't been following this much. Courtney, I don't know if you followed it much. Who is in line in the royalty over there to take the throne?
It's Prince Charles. Prince Charles and wife Camilla. However, they don't call her the Queen. They call her something else. She's not called the Queen. She's called, I don't know, because he was divorced.
Right.
And so she's called something else, and I can't remember, but
the first concubine? I know it's bad, but
the consort.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep up on the side chat here too. All right, just trying to keep up with everything here on the comment. Okay, so everyone knows that a certain computer company person up in the north west has been buying up farms and stuff. Some of the speculation from some of my people I know that some of the farms he's buying up, he's shutting down. But he's not really shutting them down all the way. The farms are still plowing and doing stuff, but they're not producing food. They're still kept ready to produce food at the drop of a hat. And some of them say there are talks hit with him going on with Amazon for Amazon's grocery stuff to be able to sell food. So another way to make us reliant on other food sources.
I can't stress enough, if you can grow food, do it.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm not talking about those survival food kits. Get out there and learn how to grow tomatoes, carrots, peas, onions, and peppers.
Mm-hmm. Lettuces or leafy greens, lettuces, kale, chards, because those leafy greens are really good for you.
Yes.
Oh, okay, let's see. Idaho Garden Girl came in. Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
And anybody else sneak in though? I was going around. I think I caught everybody. If I didn't list your name at all tonight, say hi. Just type hi in there, and I'll make sure to give you a shout out. One other thing, I wanted to switch my banners here up. All right, there we go. Yeah. And for those that didn't get it, here is the link down here for Barry or anybody else that wants to come up, Joe, or I think Carol. I think Carol's still at the hospice. I'm not sure. And guys, prayers for Carol and her mother.
Yeah, those food kits are just a gimmick. I really believe that. I mean, when you have things in those food kits that are biannual, like, I don't know, asparagus, you will starve to death.
Yeah.
Don't rely on those specifically. Now, it is nice to have a food bank just in case crap hits the fan and there is no more seeds. It is nice to have a food bank, and that should be for emergency purposes. but you also should have other seeds. You also should know how to grow. That shouldn't be your only source and your only way to survive.
Yeah. One of the things that we've been doing, my wife and I, is every chance we get, we buy canning jars. And it surprised the heck out of me what she did. And she told me about it afterwards. Her Walmart, which is a mile away from the house where my oldest son works at, he stocks at night. So she was going in there after he stocked and stuff, and she was buying I guess it came in a 4-pack of half-gallon jars.
Yeah.
And she was buying 4 packs of half-gallon jars because she remembered what my mom did. And we don't know what happened to all my mom's half-gallon jars, but my mom used to can pears in half-gallon jars. And with 3 boys, when she cracked open one of those half-gallon jars of pears, they lasted about 3 days. And then it was time to crack open another one.
Mm-hmm.
We canned for a couple weeks doing pears. We had, I don't know how many, we had a pickup load of pears in flats that we went through.
It's really hard to can in half gallons. We have to have a really big canner.
We have 2 of the biggest ones that has that black and white, enamel on it,
Yeah.
We have 2 of those, and I think they take 8 of the half gallons.
Oh, nice.
It's a bear to pick that sucker, and we get 2 people one on each side to pick it up and take it out. But yeah, we canned those for a long time, and they lasted over 10 years. Because when we went to Arizona for 2 years, we hardly ever opened them up, and they just stayed in one of the rooms that we had storage stuff.
Yeah, I just watched. Oh my God. I just watched somebody. It was on a Facebook reel, and she was like, it was such a gimmick. It kind of made me sick to my stomach. She was like, I'm going to can tomatoes the old-fashioned way. And yeah, everything that she was doing was just like, I was so confused. Then it showed her pulling the jars out of the dishwasher. And then it also showed her
that's old-fashioned?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. This is the old-fashioned way? You mean you ain't gonna boil these jars? Like, when I think old-fashioned, I'm thinking you're not putting those jars in the dishwasher and opening them up. Like, that's not old-fashioned to me. But she also said that, they only last 18 months. I'm like,
yeah,
wrong.
Well, they last 18 months if you get those new 18-month lids from China. Yeah, because like I said, the good old-fashioned Kerr lids, and that's the thing, people, go to estate sales. And if there's some person that had been canning and stuff there, and they got a bunch of jars down in the basement, you ask them, and if they're full of food, say, don't worry about it. Still get it. If you don't want the food, you can dump it in your compost pile, let it compost and everything else, but you get the jars. But check, they may have boxes of unused lids. And
it's really hard to find that stuff at flea markets right now, just an FYI, because everybody's after it. But before, I bought at those square bottom Atlas jars, I bought an entire case of them because somebody had them in their grandmother's attic or basement or something, and I got them for $10.
Yeah.
So there are good deals out there. You just have to look for them.
Yeah. Billy, my grandmother said that they used to can, right? Point in fact, my grandmother was born in 1899, and they used to can up on the farm, up in the panhandle of Idaho, on an open pit fire outside. And they'd had several of the big, huge pots going, and they'd be putting the jars in there, just slide it over the fire and slide it back. And so I forgot to say hi to Billy, and CB's in the house.
Hey, CB. CB.
No, you got to do it right. It's CB. But yeah, canning is just absolutely an essential thing to have to learn in these modern times. And don't wait until SHTF or Tawaki hits. Learn now.
Experiment now. Know what you can grow in your area. Know what's best for your area. Not everybody's the same. Experiment now. It's one giant science project.
Ooh, buy one, get one free can, jars, and lids at Blaine's Fleets and Farms. Passamaquoddy. Okay. You got a wrench. Can you put that link in there, please, Passamaquoddy? I'd appreciate it.
Hey, Hugo.
All right. One of the things that's, if you notice what's behind us, it's the Prepper Library behind us. So that's one of the things. I went and got one of my books. I mentioned, I talked in it, I think it was last week. I didn't have it in here to show it. First published in 1974. James Talmage Stevens. It's been republished. All right, my mom had one from 1974. She had one of the originals. I got my own copy in 97, I think it was, for my wife. Let me see here, make sure I got the right one. Yeah, in 97. All right. What's neat about this is, besides all the information they have there, all of a sudden they got this other information in the back. And it's not just the United States. So basically what does this have here? You got stuff on manufacturer, wholesale distributor, Brunswick, Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, Ontario, British Columbia, Quebec, Prince Edward Island. So they have all the stuff for Canada as well as the United States. And then you go and then it lists everything by each state. So see, Wyoming, Wisconsin, every state is listed in here. And granted, now this is out of date a lot because things like that, but they had all these different places where you could buy stuff at for all these were resources. An engineering company in Wisconsin that was covered under manufacturer, dealer, and retailer distributor of getting stuff for that you would need. So
can you hold the book up again? I got several people in the side chat just wanting to know. Making the best of basics, guys.
Family Preparedness Handbook by James Talmage Stevens. Okay. And this was printed by Gold Leaf Press. And all right, in 1997, there were over 350 copies of earlier editions that were out already. And so that was in 97 from 74. Do the math. And so now, there's Barry. Boom. So this is, this is a lot of people, even the old ones, people still use it because, some of these companies are still around where you can get stuff done and made and different things. And so there's a lot of information. Oh, wait a minute. I saw some. Oh, this is one I highlighted. I put some white out next to it to highlight it there. Nitro Pack Preparedness Center, Heber City, Utah. I mean, they got markings in all the way across. And Nitro Pack, I'm not sure if they're still around, but they were big back, in the 90s and the 2000s. And basically, the name said Nitro Pack. All their dehydrated food was nitrogen packed. They would displace all the oxygen out of there, put nitrogen in there, and they still dropped a oxygen absorber in there. So if you can find anything that from Nitro Pack that's around and you're not sure it's still good, Nitro Pack was very good. They were one of the ones that were the main competitors of Sam Andy, which is all the stuff I have that is over 50 years old and still good. Every time we crack open one of the ones to try it, it's still good. But hey, Jeffrey, how's it going? Woohoo! And wait, hello, Kitty. Who's Kitty in here?
Oh, they're saying hi to the kitty and
hi to
Barry.
the kitty. Okay, Barry. Okay, okay.
That's the
Kitty
kitty.
and Barry. Okay, I got it now. All right. I'm slow.
It's all good. They're just being rude tonight.
Yeah. So there's last week, last couple of weeks we've been talking a lot of gardening, but I wanted to touch on books and stuff as well. Hard copies, soft copies, and some people say don't get soft copies, get hard copies only. Problem is, if you got to bug out, what are you going to carry? A book or food with you? And so I have a lot of stuff on my Kindles. I got a lot of stuff on my multi-terabyte hard drives. And, this thing's like, I can just stick this in my pocket, and I got like 50 books in there.
Yeah.
And then not to exclude first aid manuals, other manuals, and stuff like that. And so it's, well, if the power's out, how are you going to use that? Well, let's see. I got my laptop, which is fairly lightweight. It's got a super extended battery, and I got the charger that I can plug into my little solar power charger. And yeah, it may take me 12 hours to totally charge up the laptop, but I'm not going to be using it for 12 hours solid. And I can look up something. Okay, this is what we need to do. All right, turn it back off. Yeah. It's just, to me, the thing about not having soft copies or ebooks, I froze, is a little, narrow-minded. You need to have multiple options. Don't limit yourself to one thing only. That's why I got tons of books. I got tons of soft copies, and I got printers. And that's the thing too. If you have, I just picked up a cheap printer, a Canon, from Walmart for $42.
Wow.
Yes, it's an inkjet.
Just a straight printer? Nothing else?
Well, no, it's got the scanner on the top too.
Oh, wow. Because that's kind of what I need.
See, this is the bug out location for the rest of the family that's in California. And my wife may or may not bring the big, huge monster laser jet we have down there.
Mm-hmm.
But we've got a printer here, and I got plenty of paper here. So if they have to bug out and come up here, and we need to start printing off the soft copies of the books that she has down there still, we can do that.
Yeah.
Will that model allow you to do a remote printing? Like as long as it's on your network?
It's a USB. I specifically got this one for USB.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it plugs right into my laptop. It plugs into my desktop. I don't have to worry about it being networked with the Cat5 or the wireless. Now, the big monster one my wife has there in California is wireless and keyed in strictly only to the modem down there.
Well, my issue with my laptop here is it's awesome other than having a fan go out within a year. But hey, Carol, I have one USB port that's free. The other two are already taken up.
I got something to show you here. Let me grab it here.
Fix my sound.
I got a Harvard medical school book right now underneath my computer.
I had my scale under the computer until we started weighing ourselves.
This is a USB.
Oh, cool, Gail.
3.
Yeah.
So I just plug it in, and I got 4. Now I have 4 things coming off of it.
I have this one for the.
This is my backup one because right now my laptop is plugged into the docking station, and I got 8 USB ports on the docking station. So when I take that computer to California, those are great. That has the SD card reader on it too.
Yep.
That's
Yes.
another thing I'm disappointed about on my laptop.
But it's because they only give us these on the MacBook, two
Yeah.
on the side.
Yeah.
Jerk-offs.
Yeah.
Two
Yeah.
of those and a thing for headphones, and that's all you get
Yeah.
for all that money.
And the funny thing is, you know, that I had the Acer One netbook,
Thank you.
and it had an SD card reader, but this thing
Yeah.
here, full-fledged 15-inch, doesn't have it. I'm like, really? Like,
I
there's
think you
rooms
have to
here.
buy extenders now, like with the newer computers. They're just not putting on all that
Yeah.
on the computers because they know these little things exist, and they're like,
I
Yeah.
love my
Oh yeah.
computer.
I love my little. I do. I love my. That's.
He's so
I love
nice
my
to
Mac.
me.
I love
Oh
my Mac.
yes, I know you love me. Yes.
Tibor, take time to look at what the rich are doing, the eggheads are doing, and the demon rats and Robukins
Yeah.
are doing. Because if you see them doing something specific, it's like, why are they doing that? They're rich.
Yeah, you know what's so weird too? When we went to that, and I've referred to this before. When Theron and I were first married, we went to a prophecy seminar, which like we had never been to, but even a general was there supporting this guy's prophecy. It was really odd. Like he was in full general uniform, and he was talking about food control. Like you're going to see cameras everywhere, and then you're going to see food control. And then there's going to be threats probably of nuclear attack. And that's when the general got up and spoke and told us about what's just even around Florida that happens, like the war games, the subs.
Yeah.
But he just happened to mention for food control Prince Charles at the time and how many companies he was like really, really invested in or had ownership over that controlled food and produced food.
And how long ago was this?
This was like, we've been married almost 27 years, Gil, and I just thought of it now, seeing the Queen die. I also thought of, I don't know if you saw that really down the rabbit hole thing called I Pet Goat. It was basically an artistic way of bragging, like the Illuminati bragging, what they've gotten away with, or whoever is in charge. Some people call them the Illuminati, whoever that background group is. And there's a spot where Lilith, and we know that Lilibeth is Elizabeth. You know, she goes by Lilith, Lilibeth. She's got a bunch of different like little nicknames, family nicknames. Let's go of an apple, and the apple opens and it intertwines and forms like this, what's it called? A lotus flower, like a new beginning. And like that kicks off like all kinds of other weird stuff. But I never thought about it like, okay, because she goes to sleep and that's when the apple falls from her hand. Isn't there like an apple as part of like the coronation? Doesn't
It's
it
really
have, like,
strange that they call her Lilith because Lilith is like
that other creation story, the Adam's other wife. Yeah. But it was showing too at the same time, like Obama's in the picture and his foot is down on is it a 5 pence? It was 007 was written. So it was like, you should know this is her. This is the Queen of Elizabeth, like Queen of England right there. But I didn't think about it until now. Like she's letting go of the scepter. This was for when she dies. Yeah. Now I really want to go back and watch it and be like, what like little nuggets are in there, like what Tibor's talking about.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is that's from about 27 years ago, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What has happened to the American agricultural within the last 20 years?
Yeah.
What country has been buying up a lot of stuff?
China.
Who? Canada? Is that what you said, Barry?
China.
Okay.
The land of the dragon.
Oh, yeah. They have been.
And the funny thing is,
like, I feel like they're all in on it together and they just make certain enemies of each other. And that this is part of control too, like constant war. Yeah. They said that was part of controlling the masses is continual war.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the news reports are coming out. Even mainstream news is saying that China is facing a famine, which I find that hard to believe, since they've been hoarding all the damn grain over there. And we're talking about hundred thousands of pounds, of grain.
Gil, would you like that name erased from your chat?
Which one's that?
The Ina.
He just said it. He just said it on his chat.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
You mean vagina? Vagina's in the chat?
The Ina.
Yeah. The Ina word. Rhymes with vagina.
Where's my mayonnaise?
All right. That one can just, that's just one thing, and nobody knows what that's talking about. So,
okay.
This one here is not monetized yet. And I choked and said China when I should have said Land of the Red Dragon, if I was worried about it.
I'm sorry, Gil. I should have been a little bit more.
She lived a long time for a royal.
But Auslander, she's been alive for almost a third of the time that the United States has been around. Actually, more than a third.
It's so crazy. They were talking about that on the news tonight that I never even thought about. It was she was Queen of England when there was like women were so like oppressed as far as in the workforce, like they weren't moving up the corporate ladder. What was that? Like no, that wasn't even happening yet. And there she was, queen over her whole country. And like I can't imagine her having to go to all these male leaders in all the other countries in those time periods. Like how that must have been, even though she knew she was the queen.
She was tough as nails.
Oh yeah, she was.
And the thing is, so she wasn't
methodic too.
There were some queens before her that the king had died, and the queens were,
ruling.
She didn't have much of an education.
They froze me out. They were warrior women, and
she didn't have much of an education. She went through like royalty school.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thinking that maybe there would be a male heir. I mean, there
wasn't a male heir at all.
Yeah.
But what were they thinking? Why didn't they put her through?
They put her through royalty school. They didn't give her an education. They taught her how to act in public. Oh. She was trained.
They must have taught her global politics, or that was like the parliament taught her after her father got so ill. I'm curious as to how she knew how to handle
probably all they did their training of her, and she probably said screw this, and she did her own training.
Yeah,
she probably did her own research, and
brilliant.
She had access to all the information. She just had to go get it.
Yeah, because there wasn't computers back then to just pull it up.
Yeah, they had the libraries in Buckingham Palace. And then all the documents and stuff, hey, what did you show my dad? I need to read that.
Exactly, Idaho Garden Girl. I agree with that too. I know Diana and Prince Charles were supposed to be the heirs to the throne.
Yeah.
And really, they broke the rules because Charles is a divorced royal. A divorce, like remember when the king had to abdicate?
That's why I thought William would take over, because I didn't.
That's why a lot of people think William. I wonder if they'll pull a fast one and somebody will come against Charles, like the Parliament, and they'll say no.
Yeah, Parliament has booted kings before.
Yeah, so I wonder if they'll do that. Yeah, but he's just as woke as his dad, so either way, the Bilderbergs and the wokeness has got a full country.
Not to mention those.
He is weird, Hugo. I agree. Well, his brother, hello, pedophile.
Yeah.
We don't really know what's up with Charles because all of that is hidden.
Yeah.
But we do know what's up with his brother.
Yeah.
Hello. That is not hidden.
It's not hidden.
His ears. What's wrong with Charles? You can fly with those things.
Mrs. Cosmic, the Queen did? I know
I think her service in World War I was administrative.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, she went, I'm going to do my part. I'm going to go over here and do in the War Office and do
I think she got to choose what she wanted.
Oh, sure.
She probably
That's
got,
why they were
she
mad
probably got
at
information areas where she picked up stuff.
the one they're always mad at, the
All
spare,
right. All right, Joe. Good night.
because he chose something really, really dangerous and wanted to be just like a soldier. He didn't want to play it safe.
Night, Joe.
Oh, good night, Joe. Joe, did Joe mean about
World War
charging?
II. Okay, so World War II, she was in.
Yeah, World War II. Did Joe mean charging battery? Is he charging batteries with the generator, or was he talking about shift? Because I saw something in a side chat about it, and I didn't know if he lost power or something.
I don't know why she hated Diane so much. I think it was mainly because Diane didn't follow the rules.
Yeah, Diane didn't follow the rules, and she took all the, how do you say it, attention from the Queen. Everybody loved Diana, and Diana probably started some of those rumors about the royals being mean to her.
Well, I watched a thing where it said that she was forced to wear this, was forced to wear that, and stuff like that. And I'm sure it got really obnoxious after a while, you know, and you want to rebel. I'm sure the Queen didn't like that.
Yeah.
I'll be
But it's not Diane's fault. It wasn't her fault. Her husband was clearly with somebody else. That's not
with
her
somebody
fault.
else. Yeah, that I still look back when they show that clip where I think they say, oh, something about love. Is it love? And she's like, oh, yeah. And he's like, you know, something kind of like that. He didn't really say he loved her on national TV. Because he was already with Camilla. He was with Camilla even probably right then. And he couldn't
And I don't understand why. Camilla's ugly.
She's really ugly. Well, she must do some things in bed, maybe. I don't know. Maybe she's freaky tiki and knows the royal secrets.
Diane was like
hot
sexual goddess.
I know. But I mean, maybe she knows, like, maybe Camilla doesn't have a problem with what Charles does that we don't know about, that his brother likes.
There was a saying that I'm trying to stay here without insulting anybody.
Okay.
A beautiful woman pleases the mind and not the body. An ugly woman will make a man happy forever.
An ugly woman can make a man happy. Say it again, Bikel. Go ahead.
An ugly woman will make a man happy forever.
Okay.
Reasoning behind this is the pretty woman is all full of herself. The ugly woman
is grateful.
Exactly. Is
grateful.
And does and will love and cherish her husband and will pull around on him.
Oh, I'll be darned. Where did that saying come from? That cannot be from Mormonism, because a lot of those women are hot. No way.
It's from frontier women.
Okay, frontier women.
I'm trying to remember exactly the way my grandmother said it, because she was told that by her mother.
Get out of here. Wow. Well, you know what's funny is Leah was the one who had all the babies. So, like, what was it? Jacob, I think, loved Rachel. But Leah was the one getting with him all the time and having babies. Like the uglier one. They were having a lot of sex.
Yeah.
Rachel was probably too full of herself. I'm like, not tonight. I know. No. There's a little sand in the crevice. No. Sorry, a little too real there.
Yeah, Tibor, I 100% believe that, and we will never really know the truth because obviously that's not out there.
Yeah.
But I kind of believe that, yeah.
Yeah, that's what Tibor, that's what I was saying. Exactly.
I wouldn't even call it like perversions, just it could be just a little bit of kinkiness.
Yeah, but look at the brother.
Different things,
look at the brother and the people that they hung close to. They had some guy that was like a complete. pedo that was hanging out with the royals all the time. And yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But here's the thing. Dealing with all the royals lately, lately the last years or whatever, 50 years, we had news coverage of it. We had reporters out there trying to get the story.
yeah.
150 years ago,
None of it. Yeah.
when things leaked out is because somebody was mad and they ratted them out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so if someone's ratting them out because they're mad, how much of it can you really believe?
Mm-hmm.
So it was,
True.
what was probably going on back then. Hey,
It's
King Henry VIII, how many wives did he have?
True.
And so you can go back even farther where they had multiple wives and stuff. And there were times where I'm trying to remember what they tried to hide it. And there was one or two kings that had multiple wives at the same time. They were both alive.
Can you imagine though being William and Harry at this moment? Like the one figure in your life
The constant
that was just a steady, constant figure in your life has passed away. Your dad's a piece of work, and the mom that loved you tremendously is not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so sad. So on a human level, when you take it there, that it's just
like I can't imagine being, and then you're famous on top of that. So then you have like all this press and crap, and nobody knows a thing about you. You know what I mean?
They just know that
it must be a very, very sad world.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And they have to keep it like distance from everybody because of their position.
And you can't be just friends with anybody.
Nope. Exactly.
Harry's the helicopter pilot, right?
Yes, he was the helicopter pilot.
Yeah.
Pissed them off with that. They didn't like that he went for the dangerous stuff.
Yeah, and the thing is, though, he's probably more respected by the people than any of the other royals.
Not the English. The English consider him a crybaby and that he left his duty. A lot of English people are like,
okay,
you knew what you were getting into. Don't be such a crybaby. Oh, there goes, Harry being a temper tantrum. Okay. From what I've seen online and their comments, like on YouTube and stuff.
I just don't understand.
I like them.
You're stuck for life when you're royalty.
Yeah.
Why would you leave that?
Well, if they were treating his wife like they treated his mother, and he saw that.
Yeah.
And then there was the black card on top of it, because if that was true, if there was prejudice and being verbalized within, there, I would throw it probably away if I really loved, my spouse so much.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
But it's still making
I don't even see color, so I didn't even think about it in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But also too, like, look at her. She had what normal women have, which is the swelling after giving birth to the baby. She was embarrassed, did not want to go out and take pictures, and they've got to, because that's expected. You walk out of the hospital and you pose with your baby, and and then everybody comments about how you look right after having a baby. It's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I saw that Kate did that.
Yeah, Kate did it. Kate looks
did it, and she looked absolutely fabulous after having a baby. I'm like,
well, remember Diana had those
too. I'm like, dang girl.
I know. She's just one of those people that has to work out, I think, to gain weight, like her body type with Kate. Yeah. But because remember, Diana, she ended up with an eating disorder because of that family. Yeah. The pressures.
I really don't follow the royal family over there that much. The last time I heard about Harry, he was when he was in the military. I didn't hear about anything when he got out. Why he got out or anything.
How did you miss all that about what?
I don't follow
the marriage, and I know, but it was splattered everywhere, Gil. Wow.
Not where I go to.
Yeah, I mean, it's on YouTube too, but
I don't go to those channels that cover that crap.
I hear you. He married an American actress, right?
Yeah. Who is half black.
That's the one from the TV show Suits.
Mhm. Yeah. She's beautiful. I think Meghan Markle's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if she's a beautiful person, but she's
I don't
very
know. There's
pretty.
been a lot of
Pretty to look
attacks
at.
with her in the media lately about how
Yeah.
she's not a great person, about how she's a narcissist and she controls everything. I don't know about if all
Well,
that's true, but
That's right, Jay. Blame it on the internet.
Net connection back. Took a nap. Too funny, Jay. I do think that Harry, out of the two brothers, is easier to control because he might be a little bit more, how do you say it? Dumb.
Yeah.
And that's what the English see too, is they think he's not just the spare, he's just a little bit more air up in the head.
Yeah.
And she's a go-getter. She's been a go-getter since she was young. Anything, like people who have been interviewed who knew her, they were like, she was cutthroat even when she was young. But just like Gil said, it can all be just to get back at somebody. They were jealous of her. Like, we don't know. Just like you said, we don't really know these people. We only know what we hear in the media.
Maybe I can pull a coup here.
Pull a coup.
I am descended from 12 different kings of the royal family, going back to Eleanor
True.
of Aquitaine and John Lackland, all the others, all the different ones keep on.
But you have to keep intermarrying until you're a complete mutt of all the same family lines, and then you could.
Well, I'm Heinz 57. I'm related to all the royal families in Europe.
Yeah, but you got to be like first cousin material. Like what they don't want anybody else to do. It's okay.
You mean like I'm from the state of West Virginia?
Yeah, you got to be like West Virginia kind of marriages in the royals. You're like, that's your cousin over in Germany. We're gonna marry you off. Nobody will think a thing because they've been over in Germany. It's okay. It's all right.
I'm sorry. It just the movie just popped into my mind. King Ralph.
Which Meet Ralph?
King Ralph.
Oh, King Ralph. I don't know what that.
I'll be right back.
That was hilarious. It was John Goodman. It was Ralph. He was a worked in Vegas, a lounge entertainer, and turned out he was the illegitimate son of one of the royals. And all the royals were gathered for a big family photo, and they're all out there, and they got all the lights up and everything else, and all the chorus laying in it. And it had just got done raining, so the ground's all wet and stuff. And they turned on the juice and flashed it and electrocuted all the royals.
Wow.
And all of a sudden,
took out all the family line. Wow.
Took out all the family line. They started doing all sorts of things. It turns out, we found one, but he refuses to take it. Oh, the next one is Ralph over in America.
Oh my gosh. I'll have to watch that. I remember kind of the title.
Yeah, King Ralph. It's absolutely hilarious. It's good. And
they need to do like a picture like that. Barry in Washington. We need to do that with everybody in the White House. Come on out on the lawn for a picture. Whoops! Oh,
put it over here.
Everybody inside? Oh no!
Images.
Oh my! The Duke of Gil. I like that, Huga.
The Duke of Gil.
Actually, let's see. Here we go. There we go. King Ralph.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, it's him.
This is how he shows up in England, looking like that one.
Oh, too funny.
Yeah. And he actually plays Chuck Berry on the harpsichord.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, it is absolutely hilarious. And
it must have been his big days when he was on Roseanne, because he looks young.
Yeah. I can't remember who the actor is. Famous actor.
Can't see it too well.
Where is there?
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Sutherland? Donald Sutherland? No. No. That's the other one that looks like. Oh, who is that? I can't either go.
Anyways, he is the one who was the one who declined to take it, and he was because he was working in the
Hey, Mountain
in
Pointer.
the Peter
Or
O'Toole,
MP
yes,
Pointer?
Peter O'Toole, yes,
Peter O'Toole. How could
yes,
I don't know why I thought of Dawn of Southernland. Maybe because it was just around the same time period.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was just absolutely. I mean, it's a great movie. It's
Kisses.
hilarious. But
It's
the
where
thing is, in the movie, they try to frame Ralph to take him away, and this other guy wants to restore his line, not realizing that Peter O'Toole can step in and take it anytime he wants.
Oh.
And they're just about ready to kick Ralph out, and his pub girlfriend he was seeing on the slide was sitting him down and going through all the different things, things about royalty and everything else that he had to learn anyways. She was helping him.
Yeah.
And he pulls out and she teaches him all the what's the word we're looking for? All the different acts and stuff they did. As far as the secession act, this act, the terrorism act, traitor act, and he goes in there and he just pulls out his notepad and he just goes. It's an epic confrontation there in Parliament and just butchers the other guy, and then he resigns.
Oh.
He resigns and turns it over to Peter O'Toole after he gets rid of the bad guy. So
wow.
it's epic. It's great to watch. So I'm just looking at the side chat, seeing what I missed.
Okay, guys, I'm not feeling too hot, so I'm getting down.
Feel better.
Yeah.
Just thinking of you. I'm sorry.
So, but anyway, it's been swell. Thanks for inviting me up on the midnight ride.
Yeah, thank you.
Down. Anyway, bye everybody. Have a good night.
Hi, Court.
Alrighty, and let me go ahead and drop the link back down in there. If we got someone else that wants to come up here.
Apparently, I need a bath.
You don't need a bath, but you get
one. I guess. Cute. That felt good. I took one of those when I got home. And then a shower afterwards to get all the ickies off from the hospital. But that warm water on the back, oh. And then I thought of my mom, how she can't take one, and I cried. Ugh. But it's good to be up here to take my mind off of it. Alec Guinness is King Charles, starring Parliament. Classic movie. Oh, okay. I haven't seen that one. Yeah, Tibor, didn't they try that? And we had like a tea party when they tried to take their stuff over here. Like, I think we put our foot down over tea, and yet got all this other stuff going on. Like what happened?
It was we put our foot down over the
taxation. The taxation
of tea on the tea and everything else, and
yeah.
Oh, and what's going on right now? We're being taxed out of everything.
I know.
Right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was a tea tax, and
Well, the only thing I have heard, good news I've heard about taxation, got it in my retirement newsletter. Congress is actually considering removing the income tax off of Social Security the way it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be tax-free. And they're thinking about pulling the tax off of it.
I don't know what happened with my signal.
So, I'm hoping that by the time I start drawing my Social Security, they will have eliminated the tax on Social Security.
So weird. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. My computer is frozen. Up.
Oh, no.
Let's see if she comes back in again. Oh. Yeah.
She's got the froze curse from...
Maybe that was too far. Comment. So it's obvious I don't care. Okay. Not too far.
No.
Yeah, Jay, I think you're right. I think she'd just get kicked out to outer darkness on the other side of the black hole somewhere, where she doesn't get any heat. It's all -0. She's frozen solid. Hugo, I'll stick with King Arthur and Monty Python.
Yeah, there you go. Can't go wrong there.
I'll go back to Earl Flynn as Robin Hood. Welcome to Sherwood, my lady. Oh, okay. Best line from any Robin Hood movie. Side chat. Best line from any Robin Hood movie. Give them a few seconds to come up with what they think is the best line from a Robin Hood movie. Before I fire off one, but you know there are some good lines from some Robin Hood movies, but this one I think is the best one. Barry's aliens got her.
They assured me they were going back home and it would be a 10-month journey. And they probably lied, though. I mean, you really want to be on camera.
If aliens abducted Pelosi and they left, they probably... there it is. Jay got it. Jay got the best line ever. Unlike other Robin Hoods, I can actually speak with an English accent. Robin Hood, men in tights. Yeah, Mel Brooks was good on those one-liners. But if the aliens took Pelosi, they'd probably get just outside the system and said, oh, hell no, we ain't keeping her, and eject. Yeah, some of the going back to food and gardening, I'm not sure if Carol's going to try to come back up whether her computer crashed or what. I'm trying to keep an eye down below, see if she pops back in. You know, we talked about things that everybody can grow. Oh, aliens! Oh, Barry's aliens got Carol. That's why she got yanked away. Okay, wrong female there. Okay, Pastor McGuady, now I get it. The aliens abducted Carol.
It's very possible they could lie about a 10-month trip back home.
Yeah. The if anybody's not planting a garden, you guys out there, and you got friends, if they're not planting a garden, get them to plant something simple that will grow and boost their confidence in gardening. One of the plants I found easiest to grow is rainbow chard and Swiss chard. I mean, my wife is having, she plants several. She's constantly whacking at it because it's growing so well. And the same thing here. It grew well here. It grew well in California. Oh, Jay. Oh. Yeah, there is a type of that.
I often wondered that about Zucker. Mm-hmm.
He kind of looks at the get them to plant something, and if you have a neighbor friend or just a friend from work or whatever that is, they're talking about landscaping their yard and stuff, tell them to put a fruit tree in.
Yeah,
it gives them shade, and it'll start giving them food.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm afraid that next year I'm going to have to spend the big monies and get the fruit trees I want in the big, 25 or 50-gallon pots, where they're already producing. I can drop it in the ground, and it's already going. What do turnips taste like? It's been so long since I've had a turnip. I mean, I was early teens was the last time I had a turnip. And Idaho Garden Girl says, kind of like kohlrabi. Well, I've never had that either. Like a sour potato.
Yeah. And that's funny because a lot of people will have a different description about how it tastes. I always thought it tastes like something that was grown in an old nasty sock. I never could fix it where it was worth eating. So
yeah. Okay. MT, an indoor crop to focus on in the winter depends how much room you have to do it. Right now, I ordered some Hannah's Prize Ultra Dwarf Container Tomatoes. And I got this one specifically because it's a red tomato. But it's supposed to grow 4-inch diameter tomatoes. And so I got 2 of them going right now. They're just starting. They just had their first blossoms on it today. And so I've already hand pollinated, and I'm expecting to see 3 more or 4 more blossoms open tomorrow morning. And another one that grows good indoors. Like I said, rainbow chard, which is you cook it like spinach, or regular Swiss chard. It does well in a 5-gallon bucket indoors. Basil grows good indoors. Okay. A lot of the herbs and stuff, but but as far as having something substantial to eat, try a 5-gallon bucket or a 10-gallon bucket with a cherry tomato plant in it. Remember, you will have to prune it and stuff to make it function right, grow right and stuff. But you have tomatoes you can eat all the time off of it. Carol, do you need the link again? I'll go ahead and throw it in.
I hear coyotes.
You hear coyotes?
Yep.
Make sure that'll work. Boom. There we go.
Fairly close.
Yeah. If you get a good producing tomato plant, there's Robert's answer to tomato. You get 1 tomato plant. You don't need a bunch of them indoors. You just need 1 and just give you some fresh tomatoes all the time. And sweet potatoes grow good indoors. Robert, how big of a container do you need for them? Is it just a 5-gallon bucket, or you need to go for a 10-gallon bucket? And yeah, let's see. Everyone's still talking turnips over there. Cabbage. I wonder if cabbage would grow good indoors. Don't know if you got hacked. Okay. Wow.
That might be something I might try next year, is try to do some cabbage indoors to see what happens.
Why wait till next year? Get a 5-gallon bucket and try it. But you got to, I know cabbage is one of those ones that have a little bit of a, I'm not sure if it's a temperature zone or something you got to worry about or not. Hey, Stephanie, how's it going?
Fisher said that Q has some videos where she's growing them in plastic tubs.
Plastic tubs, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I gotta get my wife, see what she wants me to try to see if there's a particular plant she wants me to try to grow up here indoors. Okay. So the 5 gallons and the bigger totes. Yeah. So like the would probably work good is like one of the I guess it's a 15, 17 gallon little tote, kind of rectangular tote. You could take the lid off, turn the lid upside down, set it in the lid, drill some little holes so it drains a little bit, so you don't over soak it. Hey,
Totally
Tibor, you could come up here with us.
I totally agree with you, Tibor.
Yeah, CB could come up. Stephanie could come up. Pastor McGuady could come up. Who else too? I know. Garden Girl could come up here. Yeah. Hey, there's no pressure to what's the word I'm looking for? Put on a good show up here. Okay, Pastor. Okay, cabbage. Grow in a 20-inch pot or bigger would make for better cabbage. Okay, so probably one of those totes. I'm gonna see if I can bring one of those totes. See a picture of it. I know it's the ones at Wally World, so I will look at Wally World here. And because I know I used to get a bunch of them for putting the electrical cords for our Halloween haunted house in. There, so I don't want to be so big carrying the electrical cords around; it gets too heavy. So let's see what this shows here. Totes for storage, if I can find one. That's a 30-gallon, 32-gallon. Let me just go ahead and show it here. 18-gallon. That's about the right size. The Sterilite 18-gallon size one. The 30-gallon one's getting a little, it's getting those are those are pretty decent size. Those are like a half 55-gallon barrel size wise. Yeah, these get you don't want clear. You don't want clear. TDD 45-gallon, that's still big. 18-gallon dark, yeah. And then the so 18 gallon is probably the biggest, I would go indoors because I got 15-gallon. Well, I took a 30-gallon barrel, cut it in half, so I got two 15-gallon tubs, and they're pretty big. Yeah, so this one here is a heavier duty one, gallon for $14. So up here you have the cheapy one, 18 gallons for $7. So yeah, there's some totes there you can use to put stuff in. And that's from just Wally World. You could probably find some other ones elsewhere. There's the one I was talking about Monday for the jumping worms for sterilizing the soil. The 66 quart one here would work. It's all clear plastic and heated up. But hey, Vanessa Kitty, you wanna? Hang on. I'm just catching up in a side chat here, reading what Carol knows to say. So cabbage leaves grow out pretty far before they start closing around. Okay, that's why you want a bigger container. Okay, this channel, I'm not monetized yet. I have the watch hours. Boy, do I have the watch hours here. But I need, what was it? 220 something more subscribers. Yeah, 227 more subscribers then this channel will be monetized. Then I got to watch my P's and Q's.
Do you want it monetized? I mean,
actually, yeah, it would be kind of nice to have it monetized and stuff, because I get a lot of people saying trying to do super chats over here, and they can't do super chats here.
Yeah, gotcha.
It's like, here's what my plan. If this channel gets monetized, most of the money is going to be going back out in giveaways.
All right. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and so that way, people that join the channel and stuff, I'll give stuff back out to them in prizes and stuff. And probably the most efficient way I found to do that is give them Amazon gift cards.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Even easier is in the house.
Even easier is the e-cards from Amazon. The gift cards that are e-cards. That way, they could just transfer them to their Amazon account.
I do not have, or is it here? I do not have PayPal.
Oh no, I don't think you have to use PayPal on it.
No, she's saying you put a ticker up there for my PayPal. I don't have PayPal.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Excuse me.
I tried sending up PayPal, and they gave me such a hard time. I gave them the bird and said, "Screw you."
Oh, PayPal's been a headache for me.
Yeah. I was trying to set one up for Camp Pet and Family Compound, and they go, "Oh no, you can't. You have to use your name. You can't use any name like that." And it's like, "Screw you." And I said, "What about?" First, I said, "Well, what about companies that have business ones?" Well, you got to do this, and this, and this, and then submit these certified docs. And then it's like, well. And so right now, my email, anything coming from PayPal goes to spam.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay. Yeah. Hey, you don't even have to send cash to me. Just send me email me an Amazon gift card.
There you go. Problem solved.
All right. So, yeah, how do I put this without probably one of the other best things you can do individually to get prepared and help your family is to get your neighbors prepared, or your friends, your workers, anybody else that knows that you may have slipped to them that you're storing stuff, growing food. Get them to do it, because if the poop hits the fan and things get nasty for a time, and they get hungry and need to come for food, they're coming to you. But if you get them to get prepared, they ain't coming to you because they got their own stuff to worry about, and they got their own food to grow. Hey, Dixieland Homestead, how's it going?
Hello.
So, I can think banners. Let me put up a different banner. There we go. Welcome to Ape Nation. We're all a bunch of apes here. Advanced, prepared entities. And I'd say, the more people that you can get, even if it's just a little bit, growing, some vegetables and stuff, growing any food now. And yes, we're getting to the fall. There are still fall crops: spinach, kale, Brussels sprouts will still grow in the fall. Broccoli, other, stuff. We're going to, once we start getting the cool weather, get them to plant stuff.
Squash.
Yeah, you can still probably get some squash going on. And if you can get people to start growing stuff, even if you got to go over there and help them a little bit. And when that first time they harvest food, what you'll see in their face is a pride that most people don't have nowadays.
Yeah.
And when they start getting stuff, and it's like, I grew this, I grew that, cool, I'm going to plant more.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep going.
It's my niece-in-law. She puts up this mime every now and then, and she shares it on and stuff. And it's going to the store. Oh, I have enough plants at the store. Ooh, that one's on sale. Me leaving the store and her cart's full of plants.
Yeah, that's about right.
Hang on, I missed something here. I want to catch it real quick.
Yeah.
Lettuce mix in a soil bag with a clear tote over it for cool, very cool. Yes. Oh, and that's the other thing. I gotta try to remember I gotta head out to Dollar Tree and Family Dollar here. Is someone posted a meme? Maybe actually I have it here. Let me see. Did I save it to garden stuff? No, I didn't save it there. Dang it. They went to Dollar Tree and they bought a bunch of the clear umbrellas.
Mm-hmm.
And then just cut they locked it in an open position and then cut it down even with the bottom of it and used it to put over their plants as frost covers.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And so they got, I guess, they were, Dollar Tree, they were $1 each and they just got a bunch of uses over some plants.
Hey buddy, lay down.
Yeah. One of the things I plan to do, I got a big 250-foot roll of concrete wire, and I did a couple of videos where I made tomato cages out of it. It's 5 foot tall, and it's 120 feet long. And so I would cut a circle that would just fit in the 55-gallon barrels, or when I cut them in half. And I made tomato cages. Just cut it and bent the wire around on the end to hold its shape, and then cut the bottom piece off so they had the spiky sticking down, and just stuck it in there. What I'm thinking about doing is, all right, Stephanie said, read my, I saw it, Stephanie, about you got it in your name and then changed it later. PayPal just pissed me off, and they still take a lot, and I just said, screw it. I'm not that greedy. I'm not that interested in getting that much money. Thanks, MT. I appreciate that. And so what I'm thinking about doing is, after I use as much as that I'm going to use out here for the driveway, by having the roll left over, I'm just going to make some little short arches out of it. And that way I can drop those in over the garden either in the fall or in the spring, and then stretch the frost blankets my wife has over it. And that'll keep the garden going a little bit longer.
Oh yeah.
Okay. The men talk about mowers and my eyes glaze over to go back gardening. Hey, I'll only talk. I guess I won't talk about mowers.
You just froze. As soon as you started to say it.
Yeah. The mowers I'll talk about was the old push mower I used to do as a kid. Man.
Was that the one before they put motors on them?
Before they put motor, yeah, I was the motor pushing that thing with the rotary wing up, pushing that thing. And I would say probably after about the second year of being pushing it, then my dad told me, okay, now you've been pushing it, now you need to know how to sharpen it. And he gave me one of the real fine file. You get out there and he taught me how to file the blades to sharpen them up. But yeah, I'm not like some of these guys that buy these big old huge monster mowers and go for the biggest horsepower. I just got a simple little Troy built one that I can ride around on and mow all this grass down, mow the weeds out in front along the street, and get it done quick. And so I get back to gardening.
And they wonder why, their wives ask them why their butt's so big.
Well, I spend as little time on that thing as possible. is get it up, get it going, go, and get done. And because I got this property is an acre, and I would say that at least 2/3 of it was lawn until I started. So I started part of it into where the we're gonna the what's it called? The dinner garden is going to be at.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but the thing is, the out in front of the properties where the street ends, there's about 15 feet of city easement that we're supposed to take care of. And so, yeah, I just ride the. Of course, the property across the street, that's 5 acres that I got, and I got that strip going around that I got to keep it down because my son-in-law will only do about 20 feet on each side of the driveway, and that's it.
Yeah. I always hated when the highway department would come out of here with the specialized bush hogs who are like this. They're vertical, and they chop the ends of the trees off down the road. So it looks like an F5 tornado ripped through here and, it cut all the limbs down. It looks so bad. It looks so ugly. And that's not good for the trees.
The thing is, so when they're doing that, hey, Glenn, how's it going? They do it too seldom. If they go around and do it more often to the same spot, it wouldn't look so bad.
Yeah.
The trees fill out more in between. Because I'm trying to remember where it was. Someplace in New England, they do it weekly, like trimming a hedge. They just drive.
This past spring, they brought out a crane that had a blade on the end of it, and they did it the right way. If you ignored that loud buzzing, ringing noise for hours on end, it looked a whole lot better. But it was a whole lot better than taking a modified,
brush hog.
Yeah, just going out there and just chopping the ends of the trees off. It just looks so bad. But that thing was cool. I think I've got some video of it. I might put it up on YouTube. But it was that crane was good. Lord, it was loud. It's like a very loud saw. It's basically what it was. It was a circular saw on the end of an arm.
Yeah.
All day long.
Okay, now that we've talked a bunch about mowing, and I can't remember who said about mowing out there. Who made the first comment about mowing? It was CB. Indoor garden stuff. I tried carrots. Carrots didn't do too good indoors. The basil did great. The lettuce was kind of. I think I probably needed to put the lettuce in a bigger barrel, and just like the 30 gallon ones I cut in half. If I need to put like 2 or 3 in there, it probably would have done a bunch better than the other one cut down narrower. The bunching onions did, and I froze. And let's see, some of the tomatoes did good. I'm going to see how the cherry tomatoes do, because I got cherry tomatoes now that are in smaller pots. And in probably about another 2 weeks, I'll put them into the 10-gallon pots. The dwarf tomatoes are looking pretty good. All the foliage on them looks good. I'm trying what else I did in here. I got the whole playlist over on Camp Patton of all the stuff I grew over there. But the spinach, doing spinach indoors, it gets lanky. It doesn't get the grow lights. Don't provide enough light for the spinach to do.
Yeah,
and it gets lanky and it falls over.
I'm thinking that would do real well here.
Yeah. I haven't thought about next winter. I may try doing one of the. I may bring in one of the half 55-gallon barrels with 27 gallon tubs and try planting potatoes in it. See if that'll work. I'm not sure if that'll work or not. That'll be a total experiment. I have a sneaky feeling that it won't work. And the cats did something there.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah. Of course, herbs in the windowsills do good. But yeah, so that's kind of like I'm thinking about from on the Camp Patton one doing up a challenge, indoor winter garden challenge. So Dixieland is doing tomatoes, cucumbers, and other summer in the greenhouse this winter. Cool. Keep us updated. Which state are you in, Dixieland? So we have a reference on how things are going down there.
I'm going to wager Alabama. I was right.
Oh, you got it. Woohoo.
The name might have gave it away.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking Dixieland says you got like 5 or 6 states there to choose from.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
But cool. Hey, Scan family, how's it going? Oh, you've been betting. Oh. Yeah. I know the squirrels back in California on my wife's garden. My youngest son, who's 20. Okay, he'll be 23 this month. Has several different type of air rifles. Not the big hunting ones. The Benjamin, and the other ones. The 5mm and the 1.177 ones. Pump it up.
What, the Red Ryder?
Nah. The Crossman and the Benjamin, and he had out the back of his bathroom. He opens up. He can open up the window, look right out to the garden, and he'll pop off the screen, and he'll open up just a little bit, stick the barrel out there, pull it in, close the window, and just wait 15 minutes before he goes out to inspect to see if it died or not. So there was one. Chipper said, "Hey, Chipper, grew great." The question I have is how much grow lights did you have on it, and were they LED or were they the incandescent ones that also provided heat too? Because the couple of spinaches that I tried, even just trying in the small pots, getting ready to transplant outside, they got lanky and fell over. It's like, and they had plenty of nutrients and everything else in them. The exact same soil I used for the spinach, I used in the rainbow chard, and it went bonkers.
I think I've seen hydroponically spinach. It does.
That could cause some problems with the neighbors. Yeah. Yeah, like Jay says, one of the things we did for a while there, but I wasn't there this year to do it. We take to get the cayenne powder and mix it with mineral oil a little bit, and thin it down and then spray it along the fence line where the squirrels like to run on top of the fence, and you spray that up there. And about 2 days after you spray it up, you see a squirrel start running. All of a sudden, he starts acting all weird and yell. All of a sudden, they stop using that part of the fence.
Oh, yeah. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. You got the ones from Hidden Harvest. Okay.
Oops. Well.
Oh, no. Barry had an accident.
I'm good.
Oh, cool. Friends and I challenge each other to do something new over winter and see what can make work. Cool. Last year did how to heat the greenhouse without electricity. Yes. Yes, Jay, Barry lost the cat fight. So there's the link if someone else wants to come on up here and join us. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do to help yourself and your family by helping others. Yeah, it's gardening is one thing. Talking people into canning meats. I'm trying to remember who was talking about it. She goes around to she checks the sales, and whenever they're like chickens on sale, like some sorts like Albertsons or Fred Meyer's, whatever, pass up, a super sale on it. They go in and they buy chicken and then they bring it home and they can it, cook it and can it. And canned chicken and stuff, that home canned chicken will last years. Popping the tree rats in the head with a pellet rifle is way more effective. Yes, it is, Tibor. Problem is, if you're in the city and you have neighbors around that can hear it, and your city does not allow the firing of an air rifle in the city limits, you can get in trouble. Congratulations. Oh, everyone, keep your fingers crossed for Scan Family. Oh, cool. You'll be moving to the country. Great.
The best move you will ever make, bar none. I love it out here.
All right, Stephanie, have a good night.
Good night, Steph.
Oh, that is so. I would be filing injunctions against those people. Transplanting them to squirrelless neighborhoods. No.
What?
All right, put it back up. Okay, so Idaho Garden says they have some nutty people here who have a squirrel rescue. They save injured and orphaned squirrels and transplant them to squirrelless neighborhoods so they won't be out competed. No. Oh yeah, wrist rockets too. But the problem is wrist rockets, take a lot of practice to get good at. I know we had someone back when as a teenager, and we used to practice all the time. Of course, then we had an acre and a quarter there to practice on. Yeah, okay, and let's see that.
Also, we got by with a whole lot more back then.
Yeah. Now, what I was talking about the air rifles, Dave at Southern Ohio Prepping, he hasn't done anything on YouTube for about a year now. But he still has his channel up. He had some videos he did. He had a hat sand. Did he have the 22 or the 25 caliber air rifle, pre-charged pneumatic. And as soon as he got it, he ordered the aftermarket. I forget what it's called. It's like I guess they call it a baffle on the end. Basically, it's kind of a muffler to make it quieter. And he put it in there, and it almost cut the decibels in half.
Wow.
And so you could hardly hear it at all. So you didn't get the crack sound of it, of the, all the air coming out there and stuff. So I've been trying to convince my son he needs to spend all that money not on big, huge, high-powered rifles, but get some pre-charged pneumatics that he can play with there and not get heard.
And there goes the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, a couple guys on their motorcycles from where they're at. They sound like they're on about a mile over that way at the next main road going north and south.
They sound like they were in your driveway.
Yeah, sound travels here really well.
Yeah, it's that's a surprising thing about this valley, Gil, is there are times where the air is heavy enough that train that's 3 miles from me sounds like it's a mile.
Yeah. I mean, there are times I'll be sitting here with the window open here, and I'll hear people talking. It's like, what the hell, who's out in my yard? Who's out in my driveway talking? And I sneak outside, and they're and then I can hear them. They're about a block and a half away, diagonally. It's like, oh, they're way over there. Oh, okay. Because I can hear them. I can almost pick up every word of the conversation here, and I go out there, and I can still hear them. They're way over there. Same conversation going on.
Yeah. Well, this ridge over here, and the aircraft come out of the south most of the time, and they'll run to the north and then to the northwest. Well, when they clear that ridge up there, now this doesn't matter if the trees are on or if they've dropped all the leaves. It sounds like boom, almost like a sonic boom, and not quite as it's not going to be earth shattering.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the sound hits all at once because they've cleared that ridge, and when they do that, it's just there are times when it sounds like they're right above you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we caught a few that way too, Robert. And the problem is we also caught a bunch of rats out there too, because the neighbor in California has a big huge wood pile in the back, and that's a rat home, and it's like, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, a real motorcycle. That would be either an Indian or a Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
My mom, back, let me get the year right. Yeah, at the beginning of World War II, got pictures of her in what looks like hot pants and a halter top on a fat bob riding the Los Angeles River. In the movies, the concrete, riding it and riding up the sides and stuff. And there's it was an 8mm footage of it and a bunch of pictures, Polaroid pictures that my aunt took of her.
Cool.
Tell them to open their windows, Pastor McWatty. It's that cold out.
I really believe it was hotter than 77 today.
Yeah.
Good Lord, it was hot. And I had to pick something up at the jail, and I stood out there because unless you're being, you're going to be an inmate, they usually don't let you in unless you're law enforcement.
Yeah.
So you stand there and you have to talk to an intercom. And even in the shade underneath that awning, I was still burning up.
Yeah.
And he said, buddy, I know it's hot out there, and we're trying to hurry to get you this information to you. But he said, you just bear with us. I said, yeah, I'm not dying yet, buddy. They finally come out. But I was 20 minutes. I just felt like
Yeah.
I should have been laying on the pavement, on that black asphalt with the sun beating down on me. It's what it felt like. But
Yeah, I know here the last couple of days. I mean, out this window here is the front of the shop, and I got a big thermometer out there. And the last couple of days, it was pegged at past the 120 mark, going up there. I go, it can't be that high. I stepped outside and I felt like I was the meme that someone's been posting about the one guy that did Two-Face, where half his face just melted off in the hospital from the acid. That's what I felt like. It's burning up here. And the north side of the house here never gets hit by the sun. There's a shade line on the new patio out there, and it comes over about 2/3 of the way towards the house, and that's the closest the sun gets to the side of the house. Well, I got a thermometer out there too, and it said 110, and this one said up like 125, and I believe it was 110 in the shade and 125 out in the sun.
Yeah.
And I'm out there because even my big straw hat and stuff out there, I go out there 20 minutes, I'm going back in the house.
Yeah,
and all old ways gardening and prepping. Hey, how's it going?
The heat on your back feels like you're standing underneath, like those lamps they used to use to keep your food hot at the restaurant, dry your food out.
Infrared heat lamps.
Yeah, it felt like you had, you like your skin just right underneath one.
All right. Let me check here, refresh. Okay, the weather temperature says it's 62 degrees outside here in the thriving metropolis of Basalt. Inside here, where it was 82 earlier, it's now down to 70 degrees. I got 4 windows open up in the other end of the house with fans blowing the air through. So I'm getting down here. I'm getting the warm air from the house as it cools down. So yeah, it's cooling off. It's supposed to get down to 44 tonight, supposedly. We'll see.
Wow.
If I wake up shivering in the morning, yeah. But so 44 is the low tonight. 72 is the high tomorrow. Low is 40 tomorrow, and then it starts going back up again. By Sunday, it's 82 and 48 low. Then 80 and 53 low on Monday, and we're getting up here to that's when it kind of peaks off at 53, and then we get 40% and 50% chance of thunderstorms and rain on Tuesday and Wednesday next week.
Yeah.
Shit.
So we're expecting 83 tomorrow and rain, and tonight is 60. Tomorrow night would be 60.
Yeah. The concrete guys who were supposed to pour concrete this week, the plant had a screw up again, and they lost their computer again and all the orders, and so they didn't get the concrete this week. They got it for next Tuesday. It's nice and sunny until Tuesday. Chance of rain before noon.
Oh shit! Wow.
Yeah, but they're supposed to show up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
With to do concrete. If they can get the concrete done, and it's sitting there for a couple hours before the first drops come, it'll be fine. Because if the concrete has been sitting there and they've done the broom work on it already, and it sits for an hour after the broom work, if it's just a light rain, it's just gonna be like me spraying the garden hose on it to keep it from curing too quick.
Well, for here, 73 Monday through Wednesday. Well, 73 to 78, and overnight lows in the 50s, like mid 50s. How wonderful.
Yeah. I'm going to pull up another shot here and see if I got that one there. I do. So this one here is going to be.
Ooh.
And they say, looking out at the quote 10-day, which actually goes out a lot more than 10 days. It actually goes out 2 weeks. So, yeah. Yeah, we got after next Tuesday when we're supposed to have the rain start, possible the rain coming in. It's 73, 73, 75, 71, 74, 74, 71, 72, 73, and that's on the 22nd, Thursday the 22nd. But yeah, so the Wednesday and Thursday we have 52% chance of rain, but on Friday there's only going to be next Friday a 6% chance, and that's supposed to be the day they do the second half of the concrete. So, but they got the day they're supposed to be doing concrete has a 24% chance according to weather.com. Okay, it says overcast, stray, shower, thunderstorm is possible. Considerable cloudiness, rain, showers later at night. So I'm hoping that weather.com is right, because that'll work perfect for the curing of the concrete. It means it won't get too hot. The concrete won't cure too quickly, and it'll do better. We had some good. A small rat caught in it for a night or two, then got out and got clapped on our patio. Going to put blankets on it. Not sure that I don't think they're planning to put blankets on it. I will be talking with him Monday afternoon, because the weather could totally change between now and Monday, and the rain could totally evaporate and not be in the forecast at all. Hey, it's Jeremy, Tennessee Tactical One. Woo! But worst comes to worst, I have plenty of tarps to big tarps that can be stretched out over it. All right. Last weekend got 8 inches of rain over 3 days. Indiana got 11 out of the same front. Yeah. Yeah, we need the rain here, but the rain can come after the day after the first concrete pour, and then be not here on the day of the second concrete pour, and can be the next day. Then it can rain all at once. Lows in the 60. Ugh. Tennessee is silly. All righty. So yeah, there's a lot of stupid stuff going on in the news and stuff and crap. And you guys want to know what if you're in a how do I put it, what sort of if you're in a blue state, it's definitely coming quicker than if you're in a red state or a purple state. When it's kind of half red, half blue. The what goes on in California is coming your way, and some stupid stuff coming out of California. You guys are getting fronts already. Send some cool air this way. Yeah, well, it's slowly coming across. Actually, I need to take a quick look at something here. Let me bring this up here and see what this one looks like here. Florida. Wait, zoomed the wrong way. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you got some high temperatures down there, and it's coming across, and yeah, so you're I don't see things cooling off for you because it's still blowing up through Houston and stuff here. I do see up here for Western Kentucky and Tennessee. I see the possibility of some tornado fronts picking up here. Let me look at the other one here real quick.
The vortex up on the right.
Yeah, where's a jet stream? Boom, there we go. Okay, so we're going to see what the jet stream's doing for the next 10 days. So this was at 8 p.m. today where it was. And let's see. So that's this is 2 a.m. Eastern time, so that's what it looks like now. 8 a.m., 2 p.m., 8 p.m., Saturday morning. Sunday.
Wow. Look at it dip down in the.
Yeah. So there's going to be some coolness, possibly some coolness dipping down here. You got a bunch of tropical moisture coming into California. They need it. So we're looking at, this is next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm not going to run it at full speed. There it goes across. Replay. There it goes again. So there's some weird circular pattern stuff coming across here. And here it comes again. Watch this area right there. Look at that go. Ooh. Yeah.
I've never seen such weird patterns until this year. It's been
so
bizarre.
This one here for the last I guess 2019 it started acting up. We used to watch this on the lives all the time with Dave and Uncle Al, and Al would say, "All right, it's going to be doing crazy stuff." So I bring it up, and sure enough, it's doing crazy. It would be doing crazy shit. But this one here is neat. All right, so you're looking at 2 meters above the ground. Well, let's go up to about 750 meters and see if it speeds up. It speeds up a little bit, so you get higher. Getting away from the surface, you got higher speeds, wind speeds. See what I mean? Right along here, you got the cooler air coming down and the warm air coming up. You're gonna have some crap going up through here, up into Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look at the 1,500 meters, and it increases a little bit more. Now up high, look at how the pattern did down here in the Gulf. It's not so mixy like it is down low because it's getting away from the land. So it's got just a circular pattern going there.
Mm-hmm.
Question is whether these patterns over here off of Africa are going to move across. This one here is kind of choking this one out down here, keeping it from turning it into a swirl, but never can tell. I mean, look how fast this swirl appears going off the North New England states out there, but that's going away. And that's what's going on off in the Pacific. So they may the temperatures cooling coming down, they may get some cooling temperatures for those fires down south there. That may help out put out the fires down there.
Yeah.
All right, Tennessee, have a good evening.
See you, Tennessee.
Yeah, southern Indiana is going to get it some more. Yeah. All right, now I'm going to change. This is temperatures. This is temperatures with the wind pattern moving with it. Going to hit just winds. And now you're over here. Your chart on the side here is wind speed, not temperature speed. So right in here, you got 66 miles an hour, 68, 69, 70. So that's cooking over here. Down over here, it's slow. Off of Africa, this stuff's, on the outer part, you get to 41, but in the middle there, man, it's, 4. It's single digit here in the middle.
There's the troll.
Down across here. Up. All right. Who's going to smack it first? All right. Well, you guys think about smacking it. I'm going to hit it this way here. Customize. Subscribers. 10 minutes. Save. Boom. All right. Did anybody smack it or not?
I don't know. I wasn't able to. I reported it.
CR got it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I agree.
Hey, guys, everyone, go on the 3 dots over there in the chat. Click on one of them. And then where it says report it. And you can either check unwanted commercial content or spam or pornography. And since they've used the word nude, I'm clicking pornography. So there we go. And that should, if everybody does that, then YouTube will go after them and go, bam. And they'll just close it down. So anyway, that's what weather's looking like around here. And let's see here. Let's take a look for thunderstorms. Any thunderstorms? There's your thunderstorms coming in off down Houston. And coming on up. So that's going to come right on up to, so right in here. Yeah, you're going to get, sorry, I just feel, I'm not a meteorologist, but I feel just looking at this, common sense is saying, tornadoes right there at the Tennessee, Kentucky, and the Mississippi River there.
Yep. That's a good candidate.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, it's after midnight here in Idaho. And I know everybody's getting a little tired. I can see Barry there getting a little tired too.
I've been going nonstop since 6. So
yeah. So I'm gonna kind of wrap this up here, but just as a reminder, so over on Camp Patton Family Compound on Monday, the topic is going for the Monday night fireside chat is going to be hunting season. Are you ready to go get your harvest? I had to use a certain word to get around the algorithms there. You know what harvest I'm talking about on Monday.
Oh dear, watch it now.
So that's what we're going to be talking about. Hunting season coming up here, bow and rifle. Tuesday is on back here on Grayman Prepping is going to be start planning for the winter now. Start getting things in. So we're going to talk all the things you should be doing now, why you can, why it's warm, and you're able to do it. And so Monday night is 8 o'clock Eastern for Camp Patton. Tuesday is 10 o'clock Eastern for Grayman Prepping.
Very cool.
Yeah. And so, but I mean, all right, so we are on September 9th now. It's into the new data here now. Temperatures are finally cooling off. It's kind of like, all right, it's cooling off, but I don't want it to cool down too much.
No,
don't want to get down into the 60s or into the 50s for the highs. Not until next month.
This valley likes to hold the cold air. So it's
yeah.
I'm not in a hurry.
Oh, okay. CB says storm following New Madrid. Okay. All right, folks. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you for everything you put in the side chat, all the conversations and information. And we'll see you around. But first of all, remember, stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't go out and do anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps. Water, food, medicines, clothing, canning jars, and add to your skills. All righty? So everyone, see you around.
Good night.